Okay, testing this once again. There goes. Okay, testing this once again. All right, so yeah, just the Yeti's not finding it for whatever reason. I'm gonna live stream this last battle. Fuck it. My incredible fight against AI beginner levels. It's like being an adult and going to a laser tag and picking up the kid and just holding them there as you shoot them. It's like, sorry man, I earned this.
Too long not to.
This is my right.
Shut up and take it. So is this like a League of Legends version of?
Yeah. Not just WoW, but Diablo, StarCraft, and Overwatch. All of Blizzard, basically.
Okay.
This thing had so much potential, but
because I was like, why is Asmund on here?
Yeah, it has so much potential, but they decided not to go with it. The problem was they hyped up a bunch of people for the esports to do them. So there you go. Hey guys, I know you like basically put your entire lives on the line for this, but nah.
It's not working.
We think we can make more money this way.
Okay. But this seems like it would have been such big for certain people like Blizzard.
Yeah.
I would definitely see people playing it.
Oh yeah, people were playing with this.
Like how I guess he said they would.
Well, the thing is, they were already trying to compete with the big one, League of Legends, and so many others. Because this game basically came out during the hype of the MOBA games that all just came out one after the other. Oh no. You definitely have to speak like in a very clear tone in this. Because see, it'll just disappear.
Yeah, that's not good for me then. My voice blends in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now as you see right here, I'm about to gank this noob right here. If you listen real carefully, you can hear him crying to his mom.
He's doing it again!
Mom, Noob Master is ganking me. Noob Master 77. Noob Master, it's Thor, you know, the god of thunder. Listen up, if you don't stop this right now, I'm going to fly to your home and rip off your arms and shove them up your butt. Surg Rush.
What's going on? What causes this rush to happen here?
We find two satellites where, as in normalcy of human intelligence, decide to try and control the giant carnivorous insectoid race. Because, you know, that's a good idea. And that's basically kind of like the story of StarCraft, except so much more. But like the original StarCraft 1 storyline was, I think, something like this. I didn't play it, but I do know this same storyline does happen at some point in StarCraft. The brilliant idea, hey, you see that over there? I want that. But, sir, that's a giant carnivorous insectoid. It's eating planets. I want it. I don't think you understand when I said I want it. I want it. And oh, that's such bullshit.
What happened?
Look, look how close it is. Look how close it is. Oh yeah, I definitely like that now that I changed the latency to be a lot more.
Like the spacing?
Yeah, the spacing in between the recording and what's actually showing.
So the lag in between, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
I said this is on purpose.
I need to win one more game, and I got my daily quest. But yeah, and of course, as you can see, Arthas, the Lich King, does not look like this. But this is the Lich King I'm playing. He's supposed to look like that. But of course, like MOBA, you got all these skins, Smite, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And they do holiday skins, they do all this, and then they excuse me. They actually have it to where it's they have their own little universe now, like why they're fighting in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just called the Nexus. And so you have Nexus specific heroes, and they have a specific storyline. We don't have any in here though. Yeah, before they gave like each map its own story, its own little personal heroes, or they were getting into the hero part, and they decided, nah, let's not do that.
I'll see why not. It sounds like they make everything a lot more in depth and interesting. They'll actually give it a background.
I think one of the problems they faced was the loot box problem, which they still have.
The loot box problem?
Yeah, loot boxes is RNG, which is random number generated. And so the thing is, it's very addictive to be sort of like gambling. Because that's basically what's happened. It's slot machines, and you get the rewards. And the thing is, you want better things, you spend more money. You spend more money, and you get a chance to get these things. I'll admit it, I fell prey to this. It's like, I realized one day I spent like $300 on this. I'm like, what am I doing? Holy shit. Ah, holy shit.
Literally, what am I doing?
Holy shit. It's funny with the echo, and you're all like...
So you can rehear it.
Yeah, just hear how bad it is. It's funny with the echo, and you're all like... Yeah, just hear how bad it is.
Fuck. Ow, I hurt.
This is fine. 'Tis only a flesh wound. This is fine. 'Tis only a flesh wound. Fuck. He moved. She moved. Let's get to the tower. It's not fast enough. But yeah, the reason I like this one so much more than like League of Legends and Smite is because in Smite it's more so not really about the characters but the items you buy in the end game.
In game for the little store?
Yeah, like how much it helps you compared to like everything else. In this one, it's just your abilities. You have to time your abilities because if not, they're not really worth much. Or sometimes you don't even do that. You have to like with this guy, for example, Arthas, his basic abilities are Cindergroza and Army of the Dead. In my opinion, they're basically both like siege abilities, because the Army of the Dead summons minions, and they basically take away the cannon's auto fire from you, while you deal more damage as well. And then Cindergroza as well is basically just like summoning a giant dragon, and she breathes an ice breath, and it freezes all of the buildings. So the health pool, the cannons, even the main fortresses, they can't do anything against her. And it's for a really long time too. It's like 20 seconds, which which can be which can then be upgraded to fly for two times in a row. They're rooted and slowed for 60% for 3.5 seconds. And when you're at level 20 and you get to that level, that's it. Like,
Basically, their goal would just to be keeping you out of that area.
yeah, and that's
Because once you're there,
yeah, that's if you even bother targeting the heroes and instead focus on the buildings.
so if there's someone who's able to soak up a lot of damage and then you guys work together, it's pretty fucking easy.
Yeah. Well, instead of soak up a lot of damage, it's more so deal out a lot of damage while he uses his abilities to stop them. Because Arthas' character is already a bruiser, so he's not strong enough to be a tank to take on full damage, but he's definitely he's sturdy enough to last there for quite a while. And then, of course, you have the melee and ranged assassins, which are basically the damage dealers that you want. And then support and specialists. Specialists are those who have, like, multi-class jobs or a job that's solely to them. And they're coming out with their next specialist, which is really cool, Deathwing.
Oh,
Yeah, finally. It's not like we've been asking it for fucking ever.
What did they keep like the voice actors for? Or do you hear the characters' voices when you play?
Yeah. You hear them,
Actually,
but I don't think they're completely exact. Sometimes, though, I know, well, I don't know for sure, but I think they have the one who does Gazlo, who is a goblin in this. He has a giant little mech that rides around on top of him like a jack-in-a-box. His voice actor is... Fuck, I can't remember his name. Travis Willingham, Jesus. And he's the one from Critical Role, which is why I know him so much. Or at least as a fan would. But yeah, I know he does the voice of Gazlo, which is really weird when you see like this huge hulking dude play like this. Hey, yeah, what you want?
You ever look at some of the voice actors and then just like you hear their voice the whole time, and then you actually go and look them up? Like,
Yeah, I mean, have you figured out that like Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory was voiced by a woman? It's like, I didn't know that.
See, that's the stuff that trips me out though.
Yeah, how like the women or men do the voices for
Kids.
the opposite gender or kids. That's even
That's
creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, I showed you the Army of the Dead last time. I'll show you Synchrogrows of this one when we get to a viable spot.
Play it like you would.
Hit. It's my one thing. Like, they will just stand there after being struck by anything and, like, not attack it. Oh, yep, see?
And that's pretty far range too.
Oh, yeah, it's got incredible range. And also freezes the minions in place.
Oh, but I can see why it's 20 seconds now, because these things got a lot of health. Dude, that
Even
just
then.
because you're not damaged.
Well, I just did mine right away, but if you see, the point is to do it when you're not just by yourself. You have like the whole little armies.
Duck.
Where? No, that's a catapult in the shape of a scorpion.
Oh, it looks like a fucking baby duck going.
No, that's a catapult. Well, that was a chicken just now.
Whatever it is, it's poultry.
Well, that was a chicken just now.
Dinner, thanks to.
Oh, okay, so they got the secret of the map. In this map, you control these points. They shoot out little laser beams to deal damage. And they can deal quite a lot of damage. The fortress having like some of the highest health. Dude, you're gonna die. Leave. Thrall. He was supposed to be like super big in this current expansion. He's there for the last, and it's all like, I have a serious matter to discuss. People should listen to me. It's like, Thrall, where were you with the whole rest of the horde thing? Oh, I was living on a farm. The only thing you can't do this is this one, which is the main core. But if I'm right, you get rid of the white bar, which is the shield, and then it will work.
And so the shield is just like a nullification of
Yeah.
all effects. Its own perfect little shield.
Yeah. Exactly.
Except to damage, I guess.
But yeah, it's kind of like a ward save against everything. Uh-oh. Mercenaries, which you can hire throughout the thing. Siege camp gives you these guys.
They pretty sturdy?
Yeah, they're basically like a ×2 of the catapult thing. Yeah, they're basically like a ×2 of the catapult thing. Yeah. Ow. No. Ah, she got away.
God, poor Josh over there, like, give me that ass.
No. No, I mean, in the actual game, like, she ascends, like, her humanity and her Zergness. She basically becomes, like, the savior of the entire universe or galaxy was.
You're not treating her like it. It's in the beaten shit.
Well, yeah, she tried to kill me. Besides, different universes. This is the guy who, like, pretty much controlled the undead for years.
Oh, I thought it was Guan Yu. Like Guan Yu skin.
It is a Guan Yu skin, but the guy who he's meant to be playing, Arthas, like this guy right here, Anubarak, that's his subordinate, actually.
Oh, shit. Fucking bitch.
Like this guy right here, Anubarak, that's his subordinate, actually. Let's see. There we go.
Damn.
Yeah, it's got some massive range. Yeah, it didn't matter. The laser beams are getting it.
Yeah, because you said that's the map secret, right? Each map has like their own little thing.
Well, it's not really a secret. It's more so like the bonus objective of the match.
Oh, the match. Okay.
Yeah.
The map itself. Like,
Yeah. The
map
maps have them. They may be different, but they still follow the same like principle. In the sense that if you get these, you'll get bonus damage for this, or this will give you an like a boss level minion to come and assist you in the fight. And in this case, this one is a damage boost, which helps destroy the fortress ways along the way. But they'll follow the path every time until there's nothing left, and then they'll target the main base.
So basically, they're set on a fixed course.
Yeah. Just random 2. And with each fortress destroyed, it also gives you other buffs. Like when you destroy the first fortress, you get a chance that the catapults will spawn in as well.
Oh, of course. So
But
even then, it's not always a.
it's not always an assured thing until you destroy the second fortress in that same path. What am I doing? Center goes to get them. But yeah, watch. I'll destroy this one. Constant catapults. So the further you get to help ensure that the game does end in a reasonable amount of time, they'll give you a little boost like that. I think they do in Smite too.
But for Smite, what they get are little creatures that show up that you gotta kill, little creeps.
Ah.
And like after like 10
Oh Jesus!
minutes,
Look at all these catapults.
fuck it up.
And these things are like high value targets because if not, they'll
Those
If
suck
they were,
character things.
if they're in range, they'll ignore other minions and like just specifically target the buildings. See, these three are like still is going at this one, but these three behind are now going at these minions. And so once they're out of
their range is like about like right there.
yeah, so once they stop fighting these guys, which will be any
They'll
second,
get a little closer, and
yeah, they'll
then
move
they'll
up.
start targeting the tower.
But see, I don't really have to do anything right now just because there's so many catapults here. Some of them are already focus firing there. Look at all these catapults, Jesus.
They get one spawned every time.
Yep. That's what you get when you get constant catapults. It just keeps going. Keeps going. Victory! That's right. I beat the shit out of those kids. With only one kill, too.
You almost had one death at one point. But you're just like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
But yeah, and then it does this, gives you the rewards, and I'll get that final fucking percentage to make to the next level. Cheapskates. But I mainly do it for the gold. The gold, unless you want to pay money to get gems, which will help unlock the heroes faster, gold is the best way to buy them. The only way to buy them, actually. And I think I'm just now getting onto the 7,000s. But yeah, these are the loot boxes I was talking about. And ooh. And they purposely call them loot, so
People call them gotcha things too.
they're basically they're the Western version of gotchas. But yeah, this one, Quahira, something is one of the Nexus heroes. And then you got Diablo.
Imperius skin, right?
Yeah, Diablo, Warcraft, Overwatch, Starcraft, Diablo. Go from Ascendant. Yeah, I need going on to the 7,000s, and the highest is 10,000. But with so many of them, that's a lot of gold you go through. The other thing is, you can also chance it and buy the loot boxes, which gives you a chance at getting not only the heroes. The problem is, it also gives you a chance to win skins, mounts, banners, sprays, announcers.
So just
yeah, so it's like you can for sure buy them with gold or with the gems, which are these. But that's $6.25. That's a lot of gems if you look at the price. Like $5. Yeah, $5 it doesn't even get you that because they're at $6.25. It doesn't even let you buy one character for $5. You need $10. Yeah, that's why I prefer doing the gold way to say no. And then the shards, which are basically what happens when you get repeats, they allow you to, when you get so many repeats, allow you to buy not the heroes, but the cosmetics. So
it's still kind of worth getting the heroes because you're like, you know what, I got so many of it, it'll be turned into a shard.
I know, but at the same time, look at all these. And also, with the shard pricing, for a legendary skin of Abathur, just any legendary skin, I assume, $1,600. And the only way you get them is through repeats of what you already own through the loot boxes. And they only give you 5 credits for a normal. Like, the highest I think they went, for me, that I saw was like, here's 50 credits because you had this legendary thing, but we gave you one already. So here's
kind of a waste of a loot thing too.
Yeah, so here's a shard. So yeah. I think this is where they suffered the most.
They went about this the wrong way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for keeping people playing this game for a long period of time.
But at the same time, if you just make them grind for, which is essentially the same thing over and over.
You're just like, this is
Yeah. Tyrande, bitch. She is. She's such a complaining bitch. She's all like, oh, we must destroy the Horde because they destroyed my homeland. What the fuck have you been trying this entire time? Almost all of Azeroth's problem is related to your people fucking up. And now you're gonna bitch at us, the younger races, as you call us derogatively, and say, clean up the mess. These are your fucking messes we're cleaning! And this asshole, Malfurion, this asshole falls asleep in the barrow of a tree for 200 plus years and saying, oh, I was saving Azeroth from the Emerald Nightmare. Okay, good, yes. But don't expect to come out of that fucking dream acting high and mighty saying, oh, this is how it should be. I know the way. No, you don't just disappear for 200 plus years and be all like, hey, I'm here again. I'm in charge once more. What? Yes, but don't expect to come out of that fucking dream acting high and mighty saying, oh, this is how it should be. I know the way. No, you don't just disappear for 200 plus years and be all like, hey, I'm here again. I'm in charge once more. What?
Oh, Harrigan's probably sure does that emphasis to it. Damn.
Uther, you cool, man. Respect.
Was he the one with the sun blades? Some like two little swords there, and they were hella.
No, that's Illidan.
Okay.
Illidan's badass in his own way. I mean, at the same time, he's in love with Tyrande, so I kind of hold that against him. Like, still in love after she basically called him a traitor, a monster, and hunted him down across several worlds. But Uther's the cool, like, I don't want to say he's kind of like in Chernobyl when the boy goes into the military and he meets that, like, that tough as nails veteran. He's kind of like that, except he's the proper mentor type. Like, he knows what he does. He knows he's supposed to train you, but he's not going to coddle you while do it. And he's basically going to be like that cool grandpa you always want to go visit. He makes you do a bunch of painful shit, but it's like in a good way, in the sense like, you know, this is good. This will help me. And in the end,
So it's not. Here's an axe. I need you to cut down this forest.
Yeah, no. He's all like, I'm going to show you how to do it. He's kind of a more toned down Kratos from the God of War PS4 version.
Like,
Yeah.
He could have been like, shoot him, instead of like, now take aim. And when you get a good shot, fire.
Take your time. And when he misses, it's all like, that was not bad, but it wasn't. But I know you can do better. I know you can. I know you can do this. He's not like Kratos just coming up.
He just fucking throws his axe. Like,
Why must you fail me?
and then just like give him a long lecture, like why? And then just like,
Let's go, boy.
yeah, it is.
And then it's like everything's calmed down afterwards.
He calls his axe, that little floating axe back. Can play it off like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, this guy Illidan. And then it's like everything's calmed down afterwards. He's the guy who was all like, how far would you go to save your world?
Not him.
No?
No, I was he was a human.
A
It
human.
was in a video you showed me where one of the guys he was working with was turned into a werewolf. They were in a balloon. They said they were waiting for some dark elf chick.
Dark elf chick.
It was the one you showed me for the other expansion that came out. The video you had showed me.
Give me more. 'Cause
It evolved after or before.
Because there's this dude, but he doesn't. He only has one blade and a gun,
Okay, it wasn't him.
and he's a
But,
warmonger.
Yeah, the werewolf guy didn't have the two blades. It was some other person. It involved Illidan. He said he went to somewhere, and then all of a sudden you see two planets, one really close right next to each other.
Yes.
It was during the videos of you showing me stuff like that.
Khadgar? Okay. What was his
He
weapon?
was like a kingly, like
A kingly.
type of person. He had like a really.
Was he giant? Was he small? Did Illidan look up at him or look down?
Probably had to have looked down.
Down.
Because he looked human.
Okay. What was his weapon? A kingly.
Because the guy had like a sword that like it blew like fiery or something.
Oh. Anduin? Are you talking?
be.
Are you talking about when the wolf?
Telling me
When
like
I know.
I would do the same thing in Break Frontier, but go ahead.
Were you talking about like when the wolf man, which is Gen, turned to him? We have her now, and he's like,
So, yeah.
"Oh, okay, yeah, that's Anduin, yeah." Anduin? Are you talking about when the wolf what the hell would he be? When the wolf man? No, he's a healer, right? This guy. Anduin.
Okay, yeah, so it kind of looked like that.
He looks like a girl in these. He looks like
He looks like that complete douche on a series though in that other outfit.
This one.
This guy. Yeah, one more, just like that one. Yeah, that one looks like he did a dick.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Homelander from The Boys. How he looks like he's putting on that persona of I'm the right, justful man, but he's really that asshole who would laser beam through your face if you like just say one bad word about him. But yeah,
I know. Was that also the same one who brought all those soldiers back from the dead?
yeah, that was him.
How he looks like he's putting on that persona of I'm the
But I
right,
remember,
justful man,
I'm not sure if it was the same person, but in that video,
laser beam through your face
he was fighting.
if you like just say one bad word.
They were like sieging someplace.
Yeah, Loderon. But he looks like her, like a lot less muscly. But in that last one, don't they look alike?
But in the other video, like this person I think stayed behind, fought something, and eventually died.
Less muscly, but in that last one,
I think that would be Sarfang then. And they don't have Sarfang in here.
Oh.
But they do have the one he fought, which is Sylvanas. The former war chief of the Horde, now ousted. Because a lot of people don't like how she did things. I agree with some of them. I don't agree with others.
but they do have the one he fought, which is
Yeah, this is how she looks like now.
the former war chief of the Horde, now ousted. Because a lot of people don't like how she did things. I agree with some of them. I don't agree with others.
Is that cheetah skin? That is.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is how
I think another skin back there had the same thing, the same little prints.
They go from badass to
A big Greek color, sun bleached and rust.
yeah. They go from the actual like war chief regalia to which is what is essentially the slut mod, and then you have like the actual dark.
badass to
Oh shit! I just noticed her shoulders. Look at that.
The Thanatos thing.
the actual like war chief,
They got like the three faces, right?
which is
Thanatos.
essentially the slut mod.
In Smite, like he has the faces all.
Oh, okay.
This is in the other game.
I don't know. I'm about to say, Julio, you're saying these things like you expect me to know them.
See?
Oh shit! I just noticed her shoulders.
Well, okay, that was it then. And in the stream, to the one person who's listening, hey Julio.
Yo.
Oh, okay.
Uh,